This is John Gold and Betsy Metz at the Anthony Wayne Movie Theater in Wayne, Pennsylvania. On our second night, tonight we showed Loose Change Final Cut at 5, and we're showing now 9/11 Press for Truth. Betsy, how do you think this experience is going?
It's been an interesting experience. It's good. It's just actually right where I thought it was going to be. We've had some low numbers, but without any real big advertising yet. So it's, you know, we're setting the baseline low, and so we only have up to go. So we'll see.
Right.
I think by week 3 or 4, the numbers will pick up. I put an ad in a local paper, the Suburban and Wayne Times, and Mainline Life, which has a circulation of about 7,500, and that paper will come out this Thursday, January 10th. So we'll see. This is, you know, the suburbs, western suburbs of Philadelphia. So we'll see next week if that doesn't.
Well, I know a number of people that are coming next week, and then hopefully we're having more people on the 29th, including Dylan Avery, possibly John Field, and some other people. Corey Rowe, and so forth. What's been the reactions from some people so far?
Some of the people are familiar with this. Last week it was interesting. We got 4 people that showed up for another movie that had been canceled because our movie's here. And John convinced them not to, it wasn't too difficult, to come in and watch it, and they were amazed. I mean,
they wanted to know, what could we do?
They came out and the first question was, okay, we believe this, what can we do? And they came as a couple with 2 maybe college-age daughters, maybe high school. And we said, you know, at this point, the best thing you can do is do the research, get educated about it, get interested about this, but just talk about it with your friends. And right now, well, we're showing these movies, trying to get as many people as you can just to come see these movies, because, you know, it's a numbers game, and the more people that are aware of this, maybe at some point the numbers will grow large enough. And right now, as John and I were saying earlier tonight, there's so many things going on right now with Sibel Edmonds, with the New Jersey Girls, letters to the New York Times, with the CIA interrogation tapes. There's just a lot of stuff, and it seems like the time is really right for this to take off. And it's almost like we've just got to grab this moment now. I mean, you know, we don't want to let a few more years go by. The time is now. That was my kids' high school football slogan a few years ago, and the time is absolutely now. And we just need to reach out to as many people as we can to raise the awareness.
So if you're in the Pennsylvania or Philadelphia area, please, every Tuesday in January and February, we're showing 9/11 Truth. All right, we're here with Megan. We just finished watching 9/11 Press for Truth. Megan, what do you think of the film?
For me, I've seen a lot of 9/11 movies and read a lot about it, but this one particular movie had a lot of information in it that I didn't know anything about before, such as Paul Thompson with his timeline website and some other information that I'd never seen anywhere before, so I'm really glad. And I was also surprised to learn as much as I did about the questions that the families have had, because most of the mainstream media hasn't even covered the fact, I think, that the families themselves are so disappointed in the investigation. And they kind of make it sound like the families are perfectly content with what was done with the 9/11 Commission report, and obviously that's not the case.
And they say that we're dishonoring them by questioning and coming up with, you know, what we think are reasonable answers. And the fact of the matter is the family members are still calling for a new investigation. Even the Jersey Girls just recently wrote an article or a letter to the New York Times calling for a new investigation.
I'll definitely be bringing back some friends and family. In fact, I know in a couple of weeks my mom and at least 2 of her friends will be coming with us to see some more of the movies, because I just introduced her to Loose Change about 3 months ago, and she'd never even heard anything about anyone having any questions about 9/11, so I'll be glad to.
Okay, we're here with Mark. We just finished watching 9/11 Press for Truth. Mark, what did you think of the film?
It's sad. It's sad. I feel so sorry for the families, the pain, the unanswered questions, 70% of their questions unanswered. It's a crime, and now what do we do?
We just keep doing what we're doing, trying to get the word out, let people know that, you know, 70% of their questions weren't answered. They're calling for a new investigation. A lot of people in America are calling for a new investigation. It is shocking. Anything that stood out to you in the film? Besides the families?
Just the scope. all the pictures, it's all, just going through it again, it's tough to sit there and see the pain that all those families are going through. It's,
Yeah.
it motivates you to want to do something to help them. So.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, thank you very much, Mark.